Spring has finally arrived here in Australia. This time of year, there are so many bright and wonderful things to observe in nature. Now that the days are longer and warmer, I am feeling inspired to paint again. And today I thought I would share a fun, nature-based activity for children. This activity, I hope, will encourage them to explore outdoors and observe the wondrous things around them, while also helping them to identify and record different colour combinations. Nature is composed of many and interesting colour combinations. When you look at a subject closely, whether it is a flower, a leaf, an ant, bee, butterfly, or the trunk of a tree, you will notice that it is made up of many colours, not just one. When trying to identify and record the colours of a man-made object such as an artefact or an aspect of nature, it can be really helpful to have on hand a small colour chart. I'm going to show you how you can make one using inexpensive and common household substances such as food dye. So let us begin. You will need a clean paint palette. I am using Montmartre's 6 Deep Well paint palette. First I'm adding clean water to the wells. For the first 4 wells, I'm filling them up about 1/3 of the way. And then for the last 2 wells at the furthest end of the palette, I'm filling them up halfway. And this is because they will be used to clean my brush and also apply clean washes to my watercolour paper. Now in the first 4 wells, I am adding a few drops of natural food dye. I am using Queen's Natural Food Dye, and the colours in this pack are yellow, pink, green and purple. These colours together I thought would make a great spring-inspired colour chart. But if you prefer, you could start with the 3 primary colours, red, yellow and blue. Once you've added the dye, mix the dye and water together with a craft stick. Make sure when you're blending each well that you use a clean craft stick end. This will ensure that the colours don't become muddy. If you feel that the colour is too light, simply add more dye until you're happy with the colour's intensity. Alternatively, if the colour is too dark, add a few drops of water to lighten it. Once you're happy with your colours, it is now time to paint your chart. For my charts, I'm using 2 rectangular strips of watercolour paper. This paper is heavy weighted, it's 300 GSM. The strips are around 17 centimetres long by 6 centimetres wide. This is a great size for a chart, because it can be easily slotted and stored in a diary. With a clean brush, I am now painting a rectangle towards the edge of the chart with the first colour. As the wash is fairly light, I am adding a little bit more colour towards one end of the rectangle. The advantage of doing that is that once dry, the rectangle will contain a variation of shade. Now repeat the step with the second colour. Make sure to leave a gap between the rectangles or the colours will run together. Repeat these steps until you have painted a rectangle for each of the colours of your palette, and then put the chart aside to dry. Taking the second strip of watercolour paper, I'm now going to combine colours. It is really important that as I move between paint wells that my brush is clean. As you can see, I'm applying a few drops of the second colour while the rectangle is wet. You could also combine your colours in a separate and clean paint well before painting them onto the chart. With my 4 original colours, I've managed to come up with 6 additional ones. Once the charts are dry, make sure to write under each colour its name. Where you have blended colours, it's important to record which ones you use, as you will probably forget. Remember that these charts become records that you can consult at a later time. Now it is time to go outside and begin exploring using your chart. To help you record what colours you see in nature, I've created a free activity sheet which you can download from my website. So now, ancient explorers, I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let me know what and where you are exploring at the moment. I also want to extend a very warm welcome to all of our new members here. I love creating for you, and thank you for supporting my channel. Don't forget you can connect with me via my social media accounts and also by subscribing to my e-newsletter. All of my details are in the description box below. Until our next creative adventure, ancient explorers, take care and stay well. Ciao.